Hi, my name is Becca Ironside. I'm a pelvic floor physical therapist in the United States of America. And what I've noticed is during a big election cycle, which is what we're undergoing right now, is that the pelvic floor of a lot of people can take a beating, just based on the fact that there's so much media coverage and excessive amounts of stimulation coming into our systems that we can't really regulate our pelvic floors. Now, one of the biggest jobs of the pelvic floor is to allow for a great sex life. And so for women, we are designed a little bit differently than men in that our nervous systems really need to be calm and relaxed in order for us to have better sex. Now, why is this? From an evolutionary perspective, if there was a war or famine, a woman is going to experience a lower sex drive. And what will that do? That will prevent her from conceiving a baby because it might not be a great time to bring a baby into the world during a time of high crisis. So a war and a famine is largely an external force in our lives, but so is an election. And the forces of an election and all of the input that we're receiving is going to force our bodies to react in the same way as if we're living through a war. And what that will do for women, close down the sex drive. So I wanted to make this video. This is actually lesson number 6 on how to improve female sex drive during an election cycle. So I'm using this ladder as a metaphor for how you can climb up the rungs and get out of lower vibrational energy, which will not support good sex. So let's start on the very first rung. So, rung number 1, you are at work, you are hanging out with people, and they are talking about politics. Or you're on your phone constantly, and all that you see on every other frame in your phone is more and more news about politics. It is very, very difficult for a woman to get aroused when she is on this level of nervous system overdrive, driven by an election. A man might be able to have sex here. It's less likely that a woman could ever get herself to a place where she could enjoy orgasm when her body is enduring the assault of excessive amounts of information. Rung number 2, we're going up a little bit. Rung number 2 is nice because rung number 2 is you're at a picnic, you're at a barbecue, you're watching football, and all of your friends are on the same political side that you are. So that's awesome, right? It's pretty good. However, on rung number 2, you are still stuck in the I'm right and you're wrong mentality. The nervous system knows this. You're not relaxed enough. All right? So next we want to elevate to another rung to get ourselves ready for a better sexual experience. Here is rung number 3. I love rung number 3. This is a really nice place to be. This is calm nervous system. You spent the day doing exactly what it is that you love. And you are not surrounding any information around this election. You're just not part of it. You're shutting it out. You're ignoring it. You're placing yourself in an elevated position. And what will happen then? Your nervous system will respond in kind and give you a much better orgasm here. So here are the tips. If you're going through a war, famine, election, what do you want to do if you want to have sex and you're a woman? You want to stay away from these lower rungs of energy. On a day that you know you're ready to have sex, you want to climb up that rung, get away from political information, and get ready to get intimate with yourself or your partner. My name is Becca Ironside, and I hope lesson number 6 really helped. If you enjoyed this, hit like and subscribe.